Hey everyone, so in today's video we're going to go over complementary and supplementary angles. So what are complementary angles? Two angles are complementary if their sum adds up to 90 degrees. So here we have a complementary angle question for question 1. We can see that we have a right angle. We can see that we have a right angle and it adds up to 90 degrees. And part of the right angle is given, and it's given at 25 degrees. And so we're asked to solve for x. Now how would we do this? Simple algebra. We would write our equation out. We would have x plus 25 is equal to 90 degrees. And then we would subtract 25 degrees. Subtract 25 degrees on the right side. And then we're left with x is equal to 65 degrees. And we can make that equation because we know that it has to add up to 90 because this is a complementary angle question. So then we could fill it in here, 65 degrees for x. Now let's try a supplementary angle question. Now, what's a supplementary angle? It's when the sum of the angles adds up to 180 degrees. So we know that the full angle for a straight line is 180 degrees. And so if we have 32 degrees here, and we're asked to solve for x, we just have to make it add 180. So we can write our equation out again. We're going to have x plus 132 degrees is going to be equal to 180 degrees. And then from here, we simply subtract 132 on the left and the right side, minus 132 on both sides, and then we're going to be left with x is equal to 48 degrees. And then we can fill that in here. Now let's try the same idea for both complementary and supplementary, but let's say I didn't draw it out for you. So now let's just use simple equations. Suppose two angles are complementary, and this time we're only given one angle is 50 degrees, and we're asked for the other. How would you do it? So feel free to pause the video and try it on your own. But then when you come back, you'll see that we follow the same process. We just have to write the equation out. So I told you one angle was 50 degrees. So that would be x plus 50 degrees. And I told you it was complementary. So it has to equal 90 degrees. Now once again, we just subtract 50 on this side, subtract 50 on the other side, and we're left with x is equal to 40 degrees. Now let's try the same idea, but for a supplementary angle question. So suppose I told you that one angle is 120 degrees on a straight line, and I was asking you for the other angle. So pause the video and try it on your own. But then when you come back, you'll see that same process again. I told you it's 120 degrees. So we write our equation out, x plus 120 degrees. And now this time it's equal to 180 because I told you it's on a straight line. And if I told you it was a supplementary angle, it would be the same effect. It's equal to 180, and then we subtract 120 from both sides to isolate for x. And we're left with x is equal to 60 degrees. So in summary, the difference between a complementary and a supplementary angle is that complementary angles, they add up to 90 degrees and they form a right angle, while supplementary angles, they add up to 180 degrees and they form a straight line. Now you may be wondering why these relationships even matter at all. Well, complementary and supplementary angles are used throughout geometry. We use them in parallel lines and transversals. We use them with triangle angle problems. We use them with geometric proof, so if you want to check our work. And we use it in coordinate geometry. So understanding these relationships makes solving angle problems much, much easier. I hope this video helped. Thank you.